got both ends opened up. Before I got the end there done, I had a path up through the middle to get it opened up to get to this last end. I was up to 172. I was very impressed. But that, the end back here didn't do too good. And this strip through here along the woods here, it's not going to do well at all. We're in the low hundreds here, but we are in the hundreds. That's good. But when I started this row, we were 168 down to 166, and it keeps dropping. But so far the weight is right around 58 to 59, which I'm very, very impressed with. And moisture's probably hanging around 17. Been 17.3 is the high, and first load was 15 some change. But yeah, we'll see what this is. Man, you can see the deer just tore this up. This morning when I come out here to start harvesting, there were 4 deer down on this end over here, munching on what fell out the combine, I would say. They were just nibbling through the field. Between that and the groundhogs and coons across through here, I don't know how to get rid of them. But anyway, got you sitting up here where you're riding along like you're riding with me. Kind of seeing what it's like. Wow, we dropped down to the 50s. It's always bad along the woods. There's a spot up here. If we get 5, I'll be surprised. But overall, I'm going to say I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing. I was picking ears, and they just, throughout the fall here, they just didn't look good. I don't know, but what I got going in the bin looks really nice, so I don't feel too bad holding on to it now. I was nervous, didn't know what. It just looked like prunes where it all shriveled up like a raisin sometimes. But watch that number just drop. There it goes. A little bit of a lag to it. I also got that camera down here shooting at the head. You can see those ears going in. I've done some work on it. I'm not pulling as much stalk in as I have in the past, which is good. We're going to go down a little bit and cut another path down the middle. Alright. Oh, it's way down there. I didn't realize it was this far down here. Spot I don't have to count rows because I picked the planter up too early or put it down too late. I don't know which. We'll run this down and have a cut in the middle. Yeah, we didn't get this planted until mid-late May. I'd have to look for the date for sure, but it's channel seed. I don't remember the number. I'll put it down here. Well, it'll probably tell me right here. Yeah, it's 3521 RX. So it's a 3.5 maturity. I'm really impressed with it. It was measuring over 18, almost 19% when I would do samples, but I tell you, the moisture on the head, or the climate, the field view there, and the elite monitor, pretty consistent with my handheld. So we did dry down another 1.5 to 2 points last couple of weeks, which I'm kind of surprised. It wasn't that warm, but yeah, you can see where the deer run through there, and them little, just a couple stalks laying down there low. They'll run through and knock it off. It's not been a good standing stock, but that could be with the weather we had. They're very crispy. Doesn't take much to knock them over. It's not a real tall plant. I've had some 12-foot tall stuff before, as high as the combine, but it's not that way this year. But I'm sure that has to do with the weather. But we're going to try to see if we can get this all off today. Had probably, I'm going to say 11 to 12 acres to finish. We got started this morning a little bit after 11. Waiting on the dew to dry off. It was a very dewy morning. But working out pretty good, just to get a load, put it in the wagon. I'll show you that. But put a load in the wagon, and then go get another load, come back, and then run that wagon into the grain bin, and then unload another one in there. And that way I'm not stopped as long, starting and stopping every time. But, got a guy coming this afternoon here. He might be here in about an hour though. He's going to do some bow hunting, see if we can get rid of some more of these deer. Yeah, you can see where the deer run through here. But I hate deer out here in the field, but man, I love to eat them. The county did give me some nuisance permits. Here in Ohio, they've got nuisance permits they can give you. And basically you just call the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, Ohio DNA, or ODNR, I guess. You submit an application, and then your drain warden comes out. You show him the damage, and basically at that time of the year, the damage you're showing them is the tops of the little seedling corn. Yeah, they're only maybe 4 or 5 inches tall, V3, V4. You show them that, and then they'll give you a permit. This year they gave me 5, and we got 4 deer. They like you to try to eat them, use them, you know, not just dispose of them, but yeah, it's kind of hard when it's 70, 80 degrees in the morning and you're out here and you shoot one. You don't have much time to clean it up. That meat will spoil really quick. So a lot of the time you're just grabbing the good steaks and loins out of it real quick, and dispose of the rest. So, but yeah, you can't hang them. You got to get them into a refrigerator quick. In those summer days, you're hitting 95 degrees. Yeah, there's no hanging a deer up. But bow season started here the last weekend of September. Usually it's the first weekend of October, somewhere in there. Starts on a Saturday. And that goes through, I believe, to the end of January. And then regular gun season's Monday after Thanksgiving for a week or two, depending where you are. Yeah, now the nuisance permits, you can go till August 15th. Whenever you can get them in the beginning of the season to August 15th. This year I got it about middle of June. That's about the time your seedlings are up enough you can see the damage to get the permit. Right after I bought this property, it butts up behind my house. I come through here with an excavator and clean the trees back, and you know how edge of a woods in a field, it gets pretty tall and thick. Well, I started clearing that brush off the edge and the low seedling trees and stuff, and the briars that didn't allow you to see in the woods, and it's opened up pretty nice now. But you could see Groundhog City in there. Mounds and mounds and mounds of dirt that they've dug holes with. So, well, I've been rambling. We'll get back with you later. Alright, that's the operation. Unloading there. I just finished unloading a wagon full. When that got empty, I did this one into there. So I only got to start the tractor once for every 2 loads. And then I wait till that starts. Check the moisture on each load. Hoping the battery don't run dead here. 17.4. Do another one. 18.1. Then I test the weight. It's been running pretty close to 58. Dump that out, I'm gonna write that down. Run in here and write that stuff down real quick. We'll go 17, we'll go 17.7 and 58. got a down and back, and that's it. I don't know it's going to fit on this load. It's going to be close. Might have to come back and get a little bit left, but anyway, the biggest thing I've noticed this year is I've had to put those snoots on the ground to pick up stalks that are knocked over. Yeah, I'm sure it has to do with it just being dry. Them stalks are really brittle, and them deer running through here knocking them over. But other than that, I'm very, very pleased. We might hit 183 on the bushels. We've got a good solid 182 right now. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. It's not my summer record or field record for corn here, but considering the year, I'm pretty pleased. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching, guy. Hope you enjoyed this video. And we got one more field of corn to do. It's a 9-acre field, and we'll be getting at it hopefully later this week, or it might be next week, but we'll see. Hey, thanks for watching, guys.